It's 8 a.m. from Fox 35. This is Good Day Orlando.
All right, thanks a lot, John. The FBI now involved in the hacking scandal that has shaken Hollywood. More than 100 of Hollywood's biggest names had their personal computers hacked. Pictures were stolen and then posted online. Naked pictures. But this doesn't just impact the rich and the famous, because if you happen to retweet or repost any of those stolen pictures, you could be in trouble too. And joining us right now to talk more about it, Tom Jelneck with On Target Web Solutions. Always great to see you, Tom. Thank you. Okay, so if you go to this web page where this person has posted these pictures and you grab one of those pictures and then post it on your Twitter feed or put it on your Facebook page, you could get in trouble for that?
Yeah, potentially you could. I don't think they're going to come knocking on your door tomorrow. They have a lot of other things they need to be doing. But, the rule of thumb here is, will me sharing this make mom proud, right?
Good point.
So, use some common sense and certainly if you feel like someone's being exploited, let's try not to keep on exploiting them.
Sure, make the situation worse.
Sure.
So let's talk about first how something like this happens, because it's hard for me to imagine. I mean, obviously this person was going after something very specific who did this. It's hard for me to imagine someone being able to hack into over 100 celebrities' accounts. How do they do this?
Well, there's a lot of geeks that sit around and have nothing better to do than to try to figure this stuff out, right? So for a lot of these people, it's a hobby. And they set up a script that just kept running and running and running, and it finally figured out or cracked these passwords. So once they have the passwords, they can do whatever they want.
You talked about it when we were talking in the commercial break about finding a hole.
Yeah.
Right? And now these companies will say, okay, we figured out how they got in, and so now they'll work hard to make sure it doesn't happen again?
Yeah, supposedly. So, I mean, they don't want this stuff to happen either. It's bad publicity, and it's, their job is to protect our data, right? So they're always going to be trying to cover up any potential hole. But understand that hackers are always looking for exploits, and they will find them.
Okay, so you're just, Joe Regular. You probably think, well, nobody's going to want to go through my email account, but they do. People will go right there looking for credit card numbers. They're looking for any personal information. How do we protect ourselves? So
I'm going to tell people, I think they need to turn on two-step verification, because what you can do is you can tell Google or Facebook or, in this case, this was the Apple product, you can tell it to set up an authentication on your cell phone. So when you first set up the account, it's not just a password. It's a 4-digit code that's sent to your phone, and then you have to tell Apple or whoever it is, this is me, and authenticate it. That way, if somebody does get your password, they can't get in without that mobile code that's going to get sent to the cell phone.
I gotcha. Okay, so if you have trouble figuring this out, I mean, can you just go online and there'll be a sort of a how to do this? Because I can tell you, I won't be able to figure it out on my own.
A lot of them are prompting you to do it anyway. So they'll say, hey, you haven't turned on two-step verification, you probably should do it. And it'll walk you through it so you can get it all set up and get going.
All right. Tom, how can people reach you if they have questions?
Sure, they can go to tomjelneck.com or ontargetwebsolutions.com.
All right. Always a pleasure. Good advice for all of us. All right, John, let's send it back to you.
All right. Thanks, guys.